material underneath. So certain material is, good to use as well. I tried it with a towel, and the particular towel that I use did not, it interfered with its ability to grab. I feel like something crawling on me. Okay. That's one of the things that you will experience with a grounding mat is when you use it, tingling in your body. This video will give you multiple ways that you can ground inside your home, especially if the area outside of your home is limited. I will show you 7 different tips that will make grounding easy and effortless. If you are new to my channel, my name is Akayemi, and I dedicate this channel mostly to solo travel, international travel, local travel, as well as all things health and well-being. I am also a mental health therapist, so I may share some things that will just help you be the very best version of yourself. Because I love exploring new cultures, new places, and anything that's going to help me live my very best life. So make sure you subscribe and like the video and engage with me in the comment section. I would love to hear what you think about this video. I guess it's probably important for me to say what made me even think about grounding and how did I get into this, because this little change got me thinking about a whole lot of other things. But the reason that I got into this solely is because I've realized and learned that we are electromagnetic. Since I struggle with arthritis in my knees, in my neck, I have some deterioration going on in my neck and in my back, so I have degenerate disc disease. So I'm always looking for alternatives to medication. I do not take medication for any pains that I go through. I do not take anti-inflammatory anything. So anytime I hear somebody speak about something alternative that is good for inflammation, I'm on it. Another thing that happened to me when I first started using this mat is I initially, the first day I used it, I started getting a headache, but it quickly went away. So yeah, just something to let you know that some people have a reaction to the mat when they first start using it. When I understood what grounding really was, I wanted to figure out, well, how can I ground even if I'm not using a mat? And I know that you could do earthing and going outside and, stepping in the grass and things like that, but I'm not always comfortable with getting in the grass because of bugs, spiders, and things like that. So that's not always an option for everybody, and some people just not gonna do it. I would love to hit the beach in the park every day if I could, but of course that's not always an option, especially when you work from home. So when I put up the video June 24th, I had been using the mat for a whole day already, the day before. So I started using the mat on June 23rd, which was last Friday. So it's been a total of 7 days since I started using this mat. And I also realized that most people are electron deficient. And we don't even realize that, which is why there's so much pain in our bodies, because we are not connected to the earth. And the earth is electromagnetic, right? Grounding is what I want to do all day, every day, as much as possible. I'm going to show you some tips that I gained from all the things that I learned about ways to ground in the home. I'm not going back. I can't unlearn this. I can't unlearn what I have learned about grounding and the benefits of it. Now, I'm not going to be promoting any particular brand of a product because I'm not being sponsored to do this. I will leave links in the description for the products that I'm gonna show you that I'm using, but not because I'm saying go buy them. But if you're curious about them, because I'm having a really good experience with what I have. And so if you wanna know about it, I'll put the links. They're actually affiliate links for Amazon. So I'll put those links in the description. And of course I get something off of that if you buy using my link. And I mean, I appreciate it if you decide to do that, but it's not, required. Here are two things that I think are essential to knowing whether or not you're grounding. And this right here, I purchased this separately, and you plug this into an outlet, and you use the back of it to touch your skin, and then you just press, and it'll show you whether or not you are actually grounded or not. So you can plug this outside in the earth, or you can plug it into an outlet, and it will stay fully green if you are grounded. Now, it's not plugged up right now, but this light will come on and go off, just let you know that this itself is in working condition. But when you press it and you plug it up into an outlet and you press it and it stays green, you're grounded. If it goes on and off like that, then you're not grounded. So that way you can test areas of your house to see whether or not you're grounded. And this actually came with the earthing mat that I bought. And this will allow you to plug into your own outlet and to see if that outlet is grounded. If the two amber lights come on or light up, that lets you know that's a good outlet to plug products into that you're going to be using for grounding. I think they're very essential to have. And I think that's the best way you can see whether or not, if you get a product, whether or not it is still working properly. I'll put the links in the description about both of these. Now I'm on this floor and I'm not grounded. So this is not real hardwood floors. This area of the house, same thing. There is nothing in here that is will ground you, nothing. It won't even stay on. This part of the house, this is the fireplace. I'm grounded on this particular material. So this is the only area, and I just figured this out just now. I didn't do this before, but that is grounding. This carpet, of course not. Every area on this kitchen floor is not grounded, and I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it's the way that they built it and what's underneath, but only the areas that are closest to my door, our back door, is grounded. And so you can find ways to, sit on the floor in your home in areas where you find that it does test as a area that's grounded. So I'm grounded here, and I have material underneath. So certain material is, good to use as well. I tried it with a towel, and the particular towel that I use did not, it interfered with its ability to ground me. So test out different materials, test out different parts of the floor, and make sure that you're getting grounded in the area that you're in. Now I'm on this rubber mat that's in front of the sink, not grounded. But it's hard to stand washing dishes sometimes because of how hard the floor is. So that's why we have the mat, but we're not grounded. So standing on the mat, if I touch this part of the faucet, I will be grounded. If not, I'm not grounded. But just to touch it, I'm grounded. Of course, when I touch this part of it, I'm not grounded. I don't know what it is about this handle here, but I'm not grounded touching it. I'm only grounded touching this part. And so when I turn the water on, if I'm washing dishes, I'm grounded. My hand under the water, I'm grounded. Everybody doesn't like to take baths, but I'll show you some other options that you can do even while taking a shower. Okay, so right now I'm in the bathroom and I'm not grounded, but I'm gonna turn on the water from the tub, and this is the area I was talking about, this little metal thing. So if you fill this up with water, fill your tub up with water, because this, and I'm gonna touch now, I'm grounded, okay? If I don't, I'm not. Touch it, I'm grounded. And of course, this is coming out of the water, so if I just have my hand under the water, I'm still grounded, okay? So it's because of the faucet. Quick side note, if you test the faucet where the water's coming out of, you can see whether or not it is grounded. But every faucet where the water's coming out is not necessarily grounded, like the shower head. Touching the sink faucet is grounding. So I spend the majority of my day on the second level of our home. If I didn't have a grounding mat, I would miss out on grounding. It's important to make sure some part of your bare skin is in contact with the mat in order to get an uptake of electrons. Or at least wear clothing or use a fabric that won't interfere with the grounding. I really enjoy stretching and exercising on my mat. When I'm unable to get outside or my body can't tolerate the hard surfaces, it really comes in handy for me. I also understand that it's so important to expose as much of my skin to surfaces like the grass, cement, floors in the home that are that you're able to ground on. Moist grass is a perfect conductor, but so is a tub of water. Now, here are some benefits that I have gained since I started using this 7 days ago. I realize it is improving my nervous system. It's improving my mood. It has helped me with my muscles, and I don't have as much pain in my muscles. And when I do push-ups and squats and sit-ups and stuff like that, I notice that the recovery seems to be a little bit faster. One of the biggest benefits that I have gained as a result of using this is my bathroom habits. And I don't need to go into details, but I am somebody that struggled with being able to use the bathroom regularly. And since I have been using this in these past 7 days, and I've not taken anything like laxatives or detox stuff, any of that kind of thing, I have been regular. And I have never realized that was a big deal until I really started seeing the benefits of me using this mat and grounding outside. My muscles are not that tight either, because I struggle with trying to touch my toes and bend down and all that kind of stuff, because my muscles would be so tight, and that's not an issue for me anymore. The circulation in my blood in my body seems to be a lot better too, because there are times when I would have restless legs, and I suffered a stroke back in 2018, and so the fact that I have sleep apnea and I had poor blood circulation, I don't feel the symptoms that I was feeling beforehand, before using this product and before grounding. My sleep, no, that is just really improved. Now, I did get good sleep before. However, I would wake up several times out of the night to go to the restroom, and now I'm sleeping. Basically, the first night I slept 5 hours straight, got up one time, and then the days after that I'm just sleeping straight through, 6 hours and 7 hours. One day it was 8 hours straight, no waking up whatsoever. And now when I wake up, I don't have the same amount of pain that I was having before. And I mean, sometimes I would have to literally be on the side of the bed, you know, moving my body and circulating my body and trying to get my body to get ready to stand up. Now I'm not having to do that. And let's talk about my mood. Now, I am a therapist, and so I have to work with a lot of clients that got a lot of things going on. And so sometimes my mood fluctuates a lot depending on how heavy a session is. But I don't know if it's just something about what I'm doing or how I'm thinking or my mindset shift, but I have noticed that this week alone, my mood has been it's level. It's just been level, with maybe one instance where I had a very low mood one day out of the week, but that came directly from something that my client was dealing with. If you start grounding, or when you start grounding, that before you go ground, drink a glass of water. Going to be intentional about when you're going to ground, then go ahead and drink a glass of water before, because you'll get the best benefits. So now I'm going to show you that when you're outside, all you need to do with this is plug it in the actual earth. So I plugged it into the earth, and I have on sandals. Okay. And now I want to see if I'm grounded. I'm still grounded. Now, I don't know how well you can see this because of the sunlight, but I can't even see it. I'm grounded with sandals on, with these particular sandals. So I didn't even touch that before, so I'm curious about these sandals that I have on, and I'll show them to you in a minute. But that's just a way to test. So I don't have to take my shoes off. So what does this all mean? It just means there are many, many ways to ground. There are many things that you can touch or stay connected to the earth and still allow yourself to get grounded. I hope you gained something from all of this. And if you did, I would love to know, your thoughts about it. Because this right here, if it gets around to more people, oh my gosh, it's going to change the medical field tremendously. And that's probably why we don't hear much about this. So I'm thankful for those people that are bold enough to get out there and speak about this and share this stuff, because grounding is really free. You can ground, anybody can ground. People with asthma, how much more of a benefit this would be to people who have asthma, who has a lot of inflammation in their body, if they would just allow themselves a free prescription of going outside and dealing with the earth, or learning how to do it within their own home. So I'm stopping this video now. I'm just thankful that you decided to watch it all the way through, and let me know what you think in the comments. Engage with me. I just would really like to know your thoughts about this. Until the next time, everyone, good mental health, good physical health, and good spiritual health. Y'all take great care.